Hello everyone, I am P. Krishnamurthy and today I'll be talking about something that every Android app needs, which is AndroidManifest.xml file. So this file is like brain of your Android application and it tells the system who you are and what your app can do and also how it should run. So in this presentation, I'll explain what this file is and why it's very important and also the working with small examples and some best practices to follow while creating the Android manifest file. So by this end, you will see how this small file controls the big picture of your app's behavior. So let's get started with the Android manifest overview. Starting with the Android manifest overview, every Android app, whether it's WhatsApp, Instagram, or YouTube, has the file inside it. It's like the app identity card. It tells Android what you are and what you do in the app and what you need to run. Without it, your app is simply cannot start. And next, what is Android manifest.example? As we discussed, the Android manifest.example is the blueprint of your entire application. It's found in the root directory of your Android project. Like there is a file system, right? In that file system, the root directory, which is Android manifest files, manifest folder. In that manifest folder, you can see the Android manifest.xml file. So, and it is written in complete XML format. It communicates important information in the Android system about your app structure, permissions, which is mainly used for this, and also the requirements. You can think of it like control center of your entire app. Like as I said, it is a heart for app. Heart is a control center for entire body. So this is also a control center for your entire application. So when Android starts your app, it reads the file first to understand what's inside, what the permissions have given. So it will work according to the permissions and according to the components we have declared in the file. So if something is missing here, your app might crash or not even appear on the device. So, so now we'll understand why this manifest is critical. So the manifest does four main jobs, which is declares app components. What are the app components? Which is like activities, services, receivers, and provides. These are the main components of the application, which we declare in this manifest file. And also the permissions. This is the most thing we are used in the manifest file, like camera permissions, storage permissions, or internet permissions. You can think like when you install an application, it will ask some permissions like allow microphone, like allow media files. So it's all about the permission tag is all about that, and it states hardware SDK requirements and also stores app metadata like icon, theme, and also like the version of the mobile. And in short, it makes your app work correctly and safely. Safely means with the permissions. With the permissions, we can request only the permissions whatever the app needs. What exactly app needs. So we can only give that only allowing that permissions will make the app more secure. So it helps Android how what your app needs and protects the user from unnecessary risks. If you forget to declare a component or permission, the app can't access it. This ensures system security. And what is the structure of Android and manifest file, which is hierarchical, like a tree-based structure. So this Android manifest.example has some components in it, like some tags in it. At the top, which is the root tag, is manifest tag, which is the root of the tree. Inside it, you have application tag, which defines a global app settings. Then you have activity, users permission, and also users feature tags. So think of it like a tree structure. The manifest tag is the trunk and the other tags are branches. So each one has a specific job. If you miss a branch or put it in the wrong place, Android will throw an error or fail to build the app. So the app will stop working. And what are the essential manifest elements in the what in the manifest file? There are totally six essential elements, and there are some more, but I am discussing most important six elements, which is manifest, app, application, activity, and users permissions, users features, users SDK. So these are the six tags I want to discuss in this presentation. So what is a manifest tag? This is the root element which package and version info, which it contains entire version info and the what package we are using. And the application tag defines the app's icon, label, and theme, which is the UI part. And also activity tag declares each screen in the app. Activity is nothing but screen what the user is appearing and what the application is displaying. So here the application tag tells Android what your app look like, and activity defines the screen you user see first. Like I have said before, if you forget to declare your main activity, the app will not open. The main activity is the mandatory thing that should be that should declare in the manifest.file XML. And the next one is users permission. So users permissions is request permissions in runtime. What are the requests? What are the user configured that all will ask when the application opens. So users features list hardware features and users SDK set the minimum and target SDK versions. So permissions are how Android keeps users safe. For example, if your application needs the internet, you must request it. Otherwise, network functionality won't work. So SDK versions are very important because they decide which Android versions can run your app smoothly. If you declare Android 11, so the application will work in Android 11 very smoothly. Otherwise, the application may crash. Now, now understanding the permission system. So there are basically two main types of permission. One is normal permission and runtime permission. Normal permissions is granted automatically while creating the application, like internet or Bluetooth. Before we need to uh, before in an earlier application, all the permissions are given, but now only required permissions are can user can select for security purpose. And runtime permissions requires user approval, as I have said now, like camera or location. If the application really needs the camera or location, you should allow, or otherwise no need to allow it. And earlier Android users grant all permissions at once, but now users can choose which ones to allow, as I have said. So this the main aim is users privacy. This protects user privacy. If your app asks for too many permissions, people might not trust or install. So this this update is useful for users. So every user can install without seeing what it makes. And next, the launching configuration of this. So intent filters decide how the application launches. So which is main action marks the starting point, and the launcher category makes the appear in app drawer. So when you tap your app icon, Android looks for the main and launcher combination. So it first when you tap on the icon of the application, whatever it is, first Android looks for the main activity and launcher combination. If it's missing, your app won't show on the home screen. For example, from Android 12 onwards, we must use Android is to export it option to control whether other apps can access this activity or not. So intent the main theme of intent filter is this only. So to navigate between the activities or the navigate between the application. And what are the critical attributes reference? So some important attributes I have mentioned here, like package, which is used for unique app application ID, version code and version name for app updates, and minimum SDK version and target SDK version, which is like flexibility between the different versions of Androids, and Android icon and Android theme for good appearance, like is a UI part. And this package names must be unique across the Play Store. It's like your app's fingerprint. And also version codes helps developers release updates properly. So the updates are main important for the application. And also icons and themes define how your app looks. It's part of your brand identity. And now we will discuss about the best practice to declare the components in a manifest or creating the manifest, and also common mistakes to avoid while creating this application. So this is the best practices. I have mentioned four main practices. It just use minimal application. Whatever the permission the application really needs, only declare that permissions, and also target the latest SDK versions. So this would be more flexible for the new version. So application can work without any crashing. So declare all components clearly without any mistakes, and also use meaningful icons and names. So it would be a better UI part. And common mistakes are missing permissions. If you miss some permissions, it will be very difficult to request that particular permission, because if the app really requires the internet, if you don't give that permission, so the app can't access the internet. So it would be a very error. So the components must be declared correctly, and we should not keep wrong SDK versions, and also we should not miss any intent filters. So these are the small things that makes a big difference. Forgetting a single permission can make a feature stop working, and not declaring in any activity will make the app complete application crash. So always double check your manifest before running or uploading your app. So these are the main things you should remember before upload your app into the cloud or any Play Store. So coming to the conclusion of this Android manifest.xml. So this file is mandatory for every Android app. It defines the app's structure, permission, and communication, which are mandatory for application behavior within the system. So mastering the file helps you build secure and compatible application. So in simple words, the manifest file is heart and brain of your app. It might look small, but it controls everything that happens behind the screens. Once you understand it, you can confidently build any Android project. Thank you for watching my